everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Bears going up against the Packers. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we interplay here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be up for the rest of the year.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
When I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina, those that had questions about him, it often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Clinton Dix has always had excellent ball skills as a free safety coming out of Alabama, but where I think he's made his best improvement as a run defender. Takes better angles to the ball, tackles better, but has not lost those ball skills that I talked about. 5 interceptions in 2016 and went to his first Pro Bowl in his hometown of Orlando.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Lynch. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 17 carries, 108 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember meeting him when he was playing at Cal, and I remember walking away thinking, instead of having Rodgers stitched on the back of his jersey, it should just say confidence, because that's how he felt about his own abilities and his ability to elevate a team.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The 20-yard line. The numbers in last week have excited.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team himself. Defense.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve. They're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Throwing is Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st down, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run them.
And to give this time to the tailback. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, so we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now Trubisky on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. Green 39.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Set. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
All right, here we go. 319.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Set. Green 39.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Gun. Set. Green 39. Green.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. Trubisky will throw. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Defensively, the starters for Chicago, and they feel like they've got a big-time disruptor in Leonard Floyd from Georgia.
And when the draft process began, there was a mixed bag of opinions about Leonard Floyd. But as time went on and he tested and people saw him work out and they saw the sheer athleticism, people realized they better move fast to get him, and the Bears did, moving up in the first round to number 9 to pluck him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Play clock winding down. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's brought down. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fleming. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. The Broncos have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
1st and 15 here behind the chains. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Here we go now.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kenny Clark able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
To throw is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murphy. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. So the play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And some room to work. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And an alley to run. The 40, 30, 10 for touchdown Bears. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They juked him. Oh, able to avoid him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 5. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Rodgers now on first down. And Green with a catch left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Hampton. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First down, Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
319, 26.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Murphy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. To play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. Rodgers to throw once more. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that makes it 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Second down, here's Trubisky. And this one is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, this is Howard. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for go. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Manning. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half. And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Murphy. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now looking to throw on second down. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there at 22. is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over, and we'll see what they come up with here on this next play. They'll come out in the pistol. And again, it's Rodgers. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, touchdown, Packers!
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after here coming up. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Packers are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Bears won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Now midway through the second, Hampton's wide open here on the catch, and this long run goes for a touchdown, trailing now by 2. Packers on the kickoff. The kickoff starts out at the 50, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. That puts them up by a field goal. Now to late in the second. The catch is made after a quick pass, and he'd cap off the 10-play drive with a TD. Packers go up by 4. Still a little time left on the clock. The quick pass and completion is made, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. Packers go up by 11. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back up to Green Bay as we rejoin Brandon and Charles at Lambeau Field.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. He spins free. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Packers get set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Lynch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They run with Howard, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Able to slither by. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Perry coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Murphy. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Here's Rodgers to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll look to set up his blockers.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Fleming. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 1st down, Trubisky got his man complete over the middle. It's Lynch, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lynch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Some strong running at the 20. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Again, it's Howard. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Trubisky to throw, and it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Hurry up, here we go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Let's go! Let's go! 3-19!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fleming. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. And they get 14 yards there at a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Fresh set of downs here. Here's Trubisky to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Trubisky to throw again. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Set. Blue
2nd
90.
and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them putting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The play clock's running down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Murphy. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good, so skilled, and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Trubisky will throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Kenny Clark able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Here we go now. Gun.
Now Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Here's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And now running right through him. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch 89. Watch 89.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Rodgers again now. And he slings one that's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
2nd down following the incompletion. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Harden, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. And Adams has it complete. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He's back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the busted contact. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Decent chunk of yardage still. Back to throw, Rodgers. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
To throw is Rodgers. Entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Bears, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.